I scream, you scream, we all scream Bombshell. I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. And who says I never age a bit? Isn't it fantastic? I made of plastic. Make sure and watch the tutorial so you can get this look pre and post op. That's right, our girl Barbie, she decided to have a little bit of surgery, and I don't think she remembered that afterwards you bruise just a tiny bit. So do me a big favor, watch this video at the very end, subscribe. Yeah, subscribe to me, then you'll know all the times the videos pop up, which is a lot. So that's a lot of fun. Okay, anyway, so please do that. Tell your friends and your family. Give me a big thumbs up down below. Share your stories. Share your costumes. Share whatever it is that you want to see. And make sure that you follow me on all the crazy social media. And I'll follow y'all back because I believe we're a team. We don't follow each other. We are friends to the end. Welcome to my crazy life. Here we go. You ready? In, di, tour, bam. Barbie doesn't look like she's aged a bit, and I think we all know why. So let's get started on our little transformation. We all know that a plastic surgeon can only be as great as his marking, so let's go to it. So I don't know about you, but this little Barbie girl needs to, let's take a look here. Of course, we need some beautiful, bigger lips and just a lip, I guess a lip injection is what is going to be needed. So I'm going to just go ahead and use a crayon liner. In other words, a pencil liner, or I would even say the kohl liner if you would like something larger. You can see even here, you can draw and the markings are going to be great. The reason why I say that, the liquid liner will not blend as well at the very end of the tutorial when you go to like blend it all out. It's just not going to do as good. It's because the liquid liner is meant to stay there. That is why Barbie has her on her eyes right now. So let's go ahead and we are going to go ahead and do the markings for our lips. So our surgeon knows where to put our filler in. If you find a different method is easier for you, then you go right at it. Whatever is best for you is what you want to do. I like to put a little arrow down. It kind of looks like a mustache, but you'll see what I'm saying. You still need a viewfinder. I do have a little mirror that I am using. Make it a little easier. Because we all know the goal is to have a cool looking costume. I'm not trying to be all, oh, I don't need anything to help me. And of course, as you can tell, I look like Groucho Marx at this point. Oh, our lips are going to look so good. Of course, Barbie wants the perfect straight nose. So we will go ahead and draw the lines for her nose. And what Barbie doesn't want a button nose. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. This is so fun. It's not even funny. It's crazy, isn't it? Okay, now I am going to go ahead and give Barbie her little perfect nose from the side view where her nostrils are. Lots of lines, just like this. She's gonna look so hot. Oh yes, beautiful. Now, of course, we have to highlight and contour because it would be ridiculous to do that with just makeup, right? So let's go ahead and first we're going to go with her cheekbone to give a nice symmetry. Then I think we can go ahead and do around the chin area, of course the forehead, eyes, and of course a bonus if you know what I mean. Girls, get ready to rumble down there. So I'm going to go ahead and give her some cheek implants. I can start at the eye, which actually I think I might just do it that way. And give her the perfect little cheek. Getting cheeky. Don't want to confuse him now, do we? We'll go right on top. Since Barbie is perfect in symmetry, we got to do the same thing to the other side. So I will start up at the very top, right next to my eye. Again, do you see why I'm using, this is like the same eyeliner that I use all the time, and the reason why is because, of course, it is nice and creamy, and it is the one that I told you we can make different colors with in one of my other tutorials. And again, you don't have to be perfect. Obviously, even though Barbie is perfect, her surgeon, when he did the markings, might not be as good. Or, in this case, she. So, she's going to go ahead and, again, all you have to do is look at the other side. This is not a very expensive costume at all. I'm going to show you how you can use what you already have to do almost all the looks, unless you are graphic or like, you know, into theater makeup and all that kind of stuff. There are some amazing products which I am going to use, like a little bit of scab blood and some of that kind of thing. I'm not going to use like liquid latex or anything like that in this video, so no worries on this one. This is like one that you could definitely do at home. Find what you want to do, and it is perfect. So again, we must do an eye lift for our Barbie doll because her eyes are just not high enough. You do know that you can do temple implants, which I suggest doing because they're a lot easier to do than going to get filler put in. Filler only lasts for about a year, year and a half. This girl wants it to last at least 2 years. You're looking so hot, Barbie. It's not even funny. You know it's going to look so sexy. She is looking so good. Look at her eyes. You know that they're going to be like drop dead amazing. Now, I think that Barbie, just by looking at her right now, we already know she's going to need some Botox right here. So let's just go ahead and make the markings for this. And then, of course, our eyebrow needs to be lifted. But hey, if this surgeon touches this eye makeup, what's Barbie going to do? Be very sad. You can see all I am doing right now is making these black markings. You're probably like, okay girl, that's not that hard. And you know what? You're right. It's not that hard. It's all about being creative. Now, Barbie, though, she needs a full facelift. So you can see here she has wrinkles. And that's where Botox would be. But instead, we're just going to go ahead and have the surgeon pull it all up. Pull it up. Make it look amazing. Pull it up. There you go. Now, if there's any kind of indication that she might need a little Botox, let's put a little bit of dots right here. Oh yeah, so sexy hot. Now, let's go ahead and go around our jaw area. I do have a mirror here. I told you before, I'm not trying to get all fancy on you. You do that, we don't want to mess it up, we want it to look good, but again, you cannot mess this look up. And you can go as far as, of course we're pulling our ear back, so I'm just going to go right up next to my hairline. Do you see where we're at now? All the way back, yep. This girl, she's going for it. We're lifting. We're going to do a cheek implant right here. So why not do a chin implant right here? Same on the other side. And she looks amazing. Oh, she is looking so good so far, but of course we get to do a bonus. Let's go ahead and it's time for the neck. You need a neck lift. Just in case our doctor gets tired. And they say nothing can be done for the chest as you age. Obviously. We know Barbie is on a mission. Can you guess how many cc's she's gonna get? I don't think so. Keep your head up, boys and girls. Wow. Barbie, I wonder what you're gonna look like here in just a few minutes. You're looking so sexy so far. Are you getting excited? Are you as excited as I am? Let's find out on what you're gonna look like in just a moment. Here we go. Now let's see what she's going to look like when she is all finished. We're going to bruise her up because I don't know about you, but the last time I had my plastic surgery let's see, Barbie, we had her about probably 2 months ago, and it just wasn't good enough for us. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to start bruising her up. I'm going to take a brush here, and I do have a palette of a gazillion colors, or you can do something like this with eyeshadow. You can use water with it. You can use fluids. You can do whatever it is that you want. We're just bruising her up, babes, and we're gonna like soften all these little lines up. And I put some liquid
It's like a mixing liquid that you can do eyeliner. I'm trying to show you different options in case you don't have any of the theater makeup. Studio Fix works. I'm sure that there are a lot of drugstore options as well, and you could try water. You never know if that'll work. So we need to get to it though. So let's go. We're just gonna start and just start having a great time rubbing some of this in. Now I like to do this though. To make it real official, I'm going to go ahead and dip it into some of one of my favorite colors. Again, you all can always use, of course, lipstick. I know, who would have thought that lipstick would give us such beautiful bruises? Well, I mean, come on, think about it. It's all red. It's amazing. But this liquid, as you can see here, I took that eyeshadow that was a very, very dark maroon eyeshadow, and I just dipped the liquid in, and we're just going to bruise her up because you know that right after you have surgery, it's not going to just be the perfection that you think it's going to be. So I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of ruffle that in a little bit. And what is really awesome about using the lipstick and using these kind of brushes is you can then give it dimension. I think that dimension is what makes these looks, because obviously whenever you get an owie, it's not going to be absolutely perfect. So I'm going to dab this in. And I'm using the black. It works so nicely to blend out, but we are definitely going to use a little bit of highlight to get in there and really make it look kind of crazy and staple. And, you know, this is the part that is so fun because you really don't have to, like, you know, I guess you could say follow any rules. You can do anything you want. And it doesn't have to look perfect because it is going to be perfect. I promise you, everybody is going to be like, oh my gosh, how did you do it? They won't believe you. Like if you said, oh, you were going to look, I'm serious. This will totally make you look like, I'm sounding so crazy while I'm trying to talk and do this. But this will make you look so incredibly professional. Now, as you can see, I like to do one color, and I have not dipped into anything else. I'm doing this right on camera for you. I'm not doing like any kind of editing of like, okay, let's do this, let's do that. Nope. I haven't even dipped my brush into the bruise again because I'm just kind of using this as just, you know, I want them to all be different kind of colors and textures. And see, I'm going to beat it like this now. And like I said, I have scab blood, but I'm going to use some lipstick. And I'm also going to use like lip stains. This is just our blood, people. We're not even to the like green and blackness yet. Because you know she got her eyes are going to be all black and blue. But we cannot mess up that eyeshadow. No way, Jose. Should be pissed off. She'll want her money back. It's gonna look so good though. Oh yes. You're looking good, Barbie girl. Let me tell you, I think she's looking good. Now I'm gonna go back into that color again. I'm still messing with the same one color and I didn't put any more liquid on. I'm just kinda like dabbing it because I told you I wanted like to be different. We don't want it all to be the same. Because if it's all the same, it's just not as cool. And even though there's areas that are not marked, they definitely will be bruised. I promise you that if you've had any kind of owie like that, I mean, think about it if you've broken your ankle before. Like, smudge those out because we got cut. We need stitches. I'm going to be getting stitches in here too. And that's the thing about that. The implant that is put in there, we're going to use like a white highlighter. Even though we're still like, you know, kind of all messed up, we're still going to need that liner or the highlight just to make it like, you know, make it so it has some definition. Now I'm still smudging with that one color. And do you see how already it's like, oh my goodness, girl. Yeah, crazy, huh? Alright, now I'm just going to go ahead because this one color is kind of getting dry on me. So I want to use something a little bit different. But really try to smudge out these lines because we're going to put them back in as stitches. So just keep going. You're doing great. This is so fun, isn't it? It's like, oh my gosh, how can it be like so cool? And no, it does not. When you're done with this part, with the around the mouth, you will not look like Groucho Marx. So don't think you do right now. So I promise. It just gets so fun. Because I'm going to go ahead and use one of my red, like the lipsticks or the liners. This is the one I got from, like, I think one of the birthday bag or whatever at Sephora. And I'm just going to put this like right here in the middle. Because I'm going to mix it. Do you see how soft this is? This is different. Completely different. In fact, I think this would be a great thing to do around the mouth. Because you want the mouth to be a little bit softer. We'll add a little bit more liquid to the mouth. But for right now, you really don't need to. And we're still, I mean, we haven't even like gone up here yet. And you don't have to just use this like one brush. You can use different kind of items. You can use Q-tips, anything. You'd be amazed at what you can do. And your costume is going to look super cool no matter like what kind you're at. It's not that scary. Some people, like, I mean, I have little kids. And they would kind of freaked out at some of the things they did. It's so funny because I brought like a ton of tools over here. I didn't even need them. But I'm going to like really go in here. You see how I'm like kind of like around the mouth. I really just want this blended more because I don't want it to look mustachy. That wouldn't look cool. But it really won't matter because again, when you see what we were going to do to the lips, they're going to be huge anyways. So this part, you won't even be able to tell. It's just, you've got to just keep blending and blending and blending all the textures. It'll just look super duper cool. And lots of fun. I mean, I cannot believe I love doing this. It's so fun. It's just so different from like what I normally do. Sometimes, actually, I don't know if you all know that. Yeah, I do. You know, I was going to do something like a pole dance or whatever while I was like in some kind of crazy costume. Instead, I did do something like that in my Instagram. You can see the picture of it, and then I do have what I did dancing on YouTube, so you can see that too. But I don't think I guess I did get some video of me dancing in it too. But the dots, like where our Botox are, it's not really going to be as bloody. It's just going to be more bruisey. So we'll fix that here in a minute. But I just want to make sure we get all this blended in. And don't worry, we'll go back in and we'll do all the, we will definitely put our stitches in. But just keep bruising, people. Keep bruising. You cannot bruise enough on this because we're going to add, like I said, a different red. And we're going to add more. Remember, we got our body. It's not neglected. Don't neglect it. Got to really make it work here. And then with our scalp blood, that's going to be even more fun. That's like a dimension. You don't have to have it, though, but I think you can go to the Halloween store and grab it. It's not that you don't just have to buy it like on the internet. But I did get mine's Graftobian. And it got here really fast. So next time you want to do something like this, which can be tomorrow if you want, or the next day, or the next day. And so we're just gonna keep blending. I seriously thought that I was gonna use like a billion different tools, but remember, we have somebody else downstairs, but downstairs they don't bleed as much. I know that because I've had, Barbie has had those done before. If you know what I mean. So yeah, let's just keep going. And I'm going to go in, like I said before, with the brighter red. And I'm also going to do the white. And I'm going to get white going on here in a second. Because our boobies definitely do not need like all that craziness like this does. But I'm going to do a different color blood on here in just a second. You'll see. How fun is this? Is that crazy or what? Whack-a-doodle-doo! Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use another kind. But first, before I do that, I'm actually going to add some white. And the white I'm going to use is not like, it's actually a powder. I'm just using it, I didn't use it out of like one of my color palette or anything like that. I just want a little bit in there. I got to have some of that dimension because it just makes it, you got to have just a little bit of dimension to get it on in there and just make it kind of like shine just a little bit. I know this sounds kind of weird and you're like, what? Why would we do that? But because this is how it is when you're bruised. I mean, you're not always like that one red color or brown or black. We're definitely going to put a little bit of blue. I got to have some black and blue in there. We already got the black. I want to do a little bit of this blue here. I got it on my brush. Where you would normally bruise at would be like up here for the Botox. Like a little bit of the blue. You see how that is? Right here for the Botox. And yeah, and then definitely like the nose, like how we had that earlier. And then down here is where the boobies, like they're not that bloody. When you add the boobies, they're just not as bloody. So we're going to go ahead and go down to the boobies because we don't want to miss out on those girlfriends. No way. So I'm just going to go down here. I'm going to get up for you all and just go at it with the boobies. Just a little bit more of the black for boobies. Kind of like smudge that out. Hey, look, we got like a Barbie here. You can still see the numbers. But we want to give an illusion of bigger boobies. That's another thing. You got to get the illusion. And the illusion of bigger boobies is the same as if you were going to do this no matter where you were. And that's the bronzer. Make sure you take the bronzer down and you're going to have bigger boobies. So we're going to like smudge this out just a little bit. You can, there aren't really that many stitches when you have your boobies done. I guess it depends on where you have it, like where they, if they're under the nipple or however they want to do it. Under the nipple, through the nipple. Nipple, that's a funky word, isn't it? Sketchy. Alright, so we're going to go down in here. We're almost done with this, guys. It's crazy, isn't it? I want to do just a little tiny bit of blood or a little black, just a little bit more. And a little, just because I want to smudge it out. And I do want to get that illusion of just a little bit more cleavage and wowness. I mean, that's what we're doing here. And you can even do it with a little bit of the liquid. And I'm going to do, oh, don't get my hair. That's my hair. Okay, so yes, that's it. That is my hair. Okay, I'm using a little bit of lip tar from Obsessive Compulsive, and I'm just going to put this on here just a little, not like a ton, because again, like I said, she doesn't bleed that much through her implants, but you know what? It kind of dripped down from her neck. So I'm going to go ahead and sit back down and show you how we're going to do this part, because I think it's just so fun to have this kind of dimension. You got to have like just a little bit in here to where it's like, oh, that's kind of weird kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But it does. It gives like a dimension. It gives a different color. It's really, really cool. And it can be drippy. I mean, she just had surgery. Give her a break. Didn't have a bandage on. Why would you want to do that, right? Yeah, okay. What do you think so far? She's doing good, isn't she? She's looking hot. You're a hot chick, Barbie. You're hot. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead with our other dimension. Yeah, look at the hand. Look at that. Okay, so, nobody ever said that Barbie's plastic surgery, which would normally take, I guess, like many, many, many hours, would only take maybe 20 minutes or so to just finish that poop pose. But again, around the cheek area is definitely going to be where she is definitely going to have more of the bruising, and around the mouth. And we're going to blend this one more time, and we're going to add some gloss. And she's going to look just so hot, but we cannot mess with those eyes. We should be pissed. We don't want to piss off Barbie. Do they have one of those? A pissed off Barbie? I haven't seen it. Maybe we can invent one. We'll add the scalp blood here in a second. Just to make her look a little bit more authentic. What are we looking like, Barbie? I don't know. Let's look in the mirror. Oh, holy cow, girlfriend. It's always so funny to do these things. Like, if you saw them, like, in person, you'd be like, what is that going on? But it actually looks better in person, because then you can see the dimension. And that's why I wanted to show you, like, I mean, with this lip tar, which you can pick up at Sephora or online or any of those kind of there's like so many places you can go. Or just find one of the lipsticks like we did before and just tap that in. And I mean, this could even work like a little bit for scalp blood. And I'm going to like put some, I'm going to blend all this out now with a little bit of the, I'll show you right here. Do you see how she looks so far? Okay, we are almost done. We're going to add just a little bit of brightness to her, and we're going to add some gloss to her face, to her lips, and make sure that we don't get rid of all those stitches, because Barbie won't heal without her stitches. So let's go ahead and we will draw those on a little bit more in depth with the liquid liner. But before I do that, I do want to do my scalp blood. And I'm going to use a tool that I like right here, and it's kind of a silicone tip. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my liquid for her lips afterwards, and it'll look really, really cool. So you go like this. All you have to do is just dab a little bit, just a little bit down. Just dab a little bit, just like this. Just so I mean, again, out of surgery, just got out of surgery, and we're putting it down right here, just a little bit of scabbing going on already. And then we're gonna put it up by her eye area, just a little bit around here, because she did have a facelift. I mean, I can't imagine having a facelift and not having anything like that. That'd be kind of crazy. She'd be a lucky girl, a fast healer. But who knows? It is Barbie, right? She can do anything. She can do anything that she could ever imagine. Just look at her resume, man. It's crazy. Okay, so it's straight up, straight around. And we're almost done. Look at her so far. Oh my goodness, Barbie, you are crazy, girl. Oh my goodness. I cannot get over how she looks. This is so funny. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the final touches on this one are definitely going to be her lips. I'm excited about the lips because I think you guys will see it's very, very simple. So we're going to do her lips. And I'm using a mixing... it's actually like liquid tears and sorrow and pain and all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to hit it on her lips because they need to be big. Big, big. You want to have like duck, duck, duck lips. So in order to do that, we're going to go ahead and just give her the bigger lips. And I'm looking in the viewfinder. because her lips are going to be big. If you've seen lip implants before, this is exactly what they look like. Very, very, very big. So let's go ahead and finish this off now with our beautiful, big, voluptuous lips, and maybe a little bit of if you want to put a tad of this, just to moisten up your bruises a little, and we will highlight just a little bit more. And then your little Barbie looks so complete, doesn't she? So sweet and so sexy. And I know this look is going to make you want to have plastic surgery. I don't know about you, it just makes me want to run right out and do it. So I'm excited that Barbie has definitely showed me, I guess you could say, Barbie, you can give us duck lips, you can give us beauty like there is no other. And I don't know why they would call her plastic. I have no clue. No clue about that. But let's go ahead one more time with our highlighter, and we're almost done here because I just think it's too cute. And then there we go. How is that? What do we think? Do we like this? Do we like this? I think it looks amazing. It does. It looks super duper cool. And I don't know about from your view, but from my view, I think Barbie definitely looks like she had the ultimate plastic surgery. But there's only one little detail that we forgot to do. And I know that Barbie would not be very happy without it. And so we must do this and do it quickly. Because if we don't, she's going to be very, very, very angry. We do not want Barbie to be very, very, very angry. I want her to be happy. And she looks so cute and so beautiful. So let's not ruin that. And let's just give her her little X's a little bit more so she knows exactly where her implants were put. Because I'm sure she feels amazing right now. And she looks absolutely beautiful. Just a little bit of stitches. Do you see this? Little stitches. Just to make sure our implants stay in place. And I think, Barbie, you look amazing. Those ultimate duck lips, I don't think anybody does. I lost some of my lighting inside, so I had to come outside to finish this up for you. And I do have the tips and tricks afterwards, so I hope you enjoy them. But all I wanted to do to finish this look up, except, I mean, everybody that's seen it is like going crazy right now. So what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to add just a little bit more of my scab blood and a little bit more to my lips, and I will get this thing outy scouty for you all. And it's just kind of fun, you know, just to keep adding a little bit more here and there and everywhere. Just like to make it look like a little bit, you know. She just had this freshly done. What do you expect? Too much fun. You gotta love makeup. And you know what? I had to be real with y'all because I want you guys to be able to recreate this look and have a great time doing it. And make sure, don't neglect the girls. They need the fresh blood as well. And I'm going to go freak out my neighbors here in a minute. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed our little Barbie look. And I'm going to have some little pictures at the very end. And make sure you do me a big favor, subscribe. Leave comments downstairs. Tell your friends, all that good stuff. Let me see what it is that you guys came up with your inspirations. Follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. All the good stuff is downstairs. Facebook, all that good stuff, because I got to get out of here because I'm almost out of time too. And so I can't wait to see what kind of looks you come up with. Happy Halloween, and of course it's probably not over with, is it? Never is. It's a two-parter. Easy peasy. If you guys have any questions, please get a hold of me, and you guys are amazing. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have yourselves a beautiful, shoe buttons. Hold on. I said a beautiful bombshell day almost, but then I just like stay beautiful and say bombshell, but you know what? I want a little bit more scab blood on my nose. Or on Barbie's nose. On my nose. Barbie's nose. Just a little bit more. There you go. Now let's get some ultimate Douglas. Have a beautiful, happy Halloween. See you later, gators. Let's get us to the next video.
I scream, you scream, we all scream bombshell.